In some senses, maybe like toxic masculinity that I've had in my life that like it treats my son different than my daughter in that way.
Ashton Kutcher is giving insight into his parenting style. During the September 5th episode of the podcast, Throwbacks with Leinart and Ferrara, the actor shares how his role as dad differs between his 9-year-old daughter Wyatt and 7-year-old son Dimitri, both of whom he shares with wife Mila Kunis.
I'll tell you, I parent them differently. My son, I'm always like, yeah, let's go for it. Go. Like yesterday, we're popping wheelies on a bicycle in the driveway, right? Or it's like, see if you can jump down 4 stairs now. You jump 3. Let's see if you can jump 4. My daughter, I'm like, I just want to protect her.
With Ashton reflecting that it may be the toxic masculinity he experienced in his life that played a role in his approach to fatherhood.
And when my son cries, I'm like, all right, good. We're going to what do we learn? Let's go. Let's move on. And when my daughter cries, it's like, my heart is out of my body and I can't put it back in. And I don't know if that's, there's probably like a ton of just in some senses, maybe like toxic masculinity that I've had in my life that like it treats my son different than my daughter in that way.
Meanwhile, the 46-year-old reveals that his wife Mila's approach is reversed.
But I also noticed the same thing with my wife. Like, she's very strict on our daughter and like a gush ball with our son, right? Like lets him get, and I think we balance each other in that way.
However, the 2.5 Men star explains that while he loves being a girl dad, it has caused him to reevaluate his relationships with all the women in his life.
And you'll also do stock on every relationship you've ever had with a woman in your life and whether or not you treated them the way that you would want your daughter to be treated. And whether it's like the way you broke up with someone or whether it's like, across, you're like, man, I would just want my daughter to be treated better. And you'll do stock of it. And I think women make the world a better place because of that.
Ashton and Mila, who first met on the set of That 70s Show, later reconnected in 2012 before tying the knot in 2015. And the couple couldn't be happier with their family of 4. Ashton gushed to E! News last year about his life as a husband and father.
The dream role is the role I play as a father and a husband. And like, my life is so good. I love my family so much. I love spending time with my kids. I love my wife so much. I'm the most fortunate human being that I know. And I can take all my problems, put them in the middle of the room with everybody else on the planet's problems, and I go get mine back because I love my problems and I love my joys.